What's up guys, Marcus from Proper Retro Boots. Another vlog back in the boot room. Just going to show you what's going on. Some cool boots coming in, going out, stuff like that. Going to talk a little bit about some upcoming stuff, but I just thought I'd give you a little update on where we're at. Just going to show you some stuff that's arrived, so come with me. Bada bing, bada boom. Fresh delivery of some Nike stuff. Phantom Venoms, as you might know, one of my favourites. Got some Vapors, Hyper Venom 3s, more Hyper Venom 3s under there. Banging. Another one of my favourite Tiempo 6. These are SG Pro, made in Bosnia, player issue. Leather Magistas, player issue made in Italy. Magista Opus 1s. There's some cool stuff in there. Then these are pairs that were just sold. Puma Evo Speeds, Addy Zeros. Got some F30s in here. Get them in the light so you can see them. Pretty fresh. And got a pair of Pumas here that we sourced in for a young lad at Middlesbrough. Puma sponsored athlete. Wanted some OG Bad Boy Evo Speeds. Get these out. Pretty cool. The last pair that we sold off in a double swoop with the Addy Zeros, but flash pack, Mercurial. There you go. See them a little bit better. So sick, so sick. So the plan for today's video is to package up those boots that I just showed you, photograph that other stuff ready to go up this weekend. I'm going to talk a little bit about which boots I'm wearing currently, what I'm enjoying, what boots I'm looking for, what stuff I want to try out, because a lot of people ask me all the time about what I wear. I played last night, wore my trusty 11 Pro 3s with the HG sole plate in the cool white and blue colourway. Tonight, I'm not sure yet, might put it on my Instagram, let someone pick what pair I'm going to wear. But yeah, I'm going to get into that in a minute. First I'll show you a little montage of me packing this stuff up, photographing the rest of it. Thanks for watching guys, always cool. So time to photograph these beauties. Current setup, one light, bit of polystyrene for the background. That's all it is. Use this camera that I'm filming on, take the shots, whack them on the laptop to edit them. Let's fly through these, get them on the website. I'm going to talk about the boots I'm currently wearing, a couple of which are actually in and around this drop. You know what I'm saying? So the pictures are all done. Everything's been uploaded to the website. Oh, down a couple of stops. Right, let's get into talking about my boots. So what I'm going to talk about now quickly is a topic that's close to my heart and also my huge feet, which is the best boots, in my opinion, for wide feet that you can get in 2022. Now, the boots I'm going to be covering, most of them are pretty, you could say retro. Last few years they are no longer available in mainstream sports stores. One new pair that I've been wearing I'm going to talk about specifically, which I've been enjoying quite a lot, but I'm going to talk about some of the boots that I rotate. If you don't know, if you don't already follow me on Instagram, I currently play twice a week, 7-a-side on a Monday, 6-a-side on a Tuesday. I probably have about 8 or 9 different pairs in my kind of personal playing collection that I rotate between. 1, because I enjoy it. 2, keeps them going for longer. Older boots are going to break quicker, especially when you play on 4G or Astro or anything. So I try and rotate them around. Sometimes I'll even match them up with whatever I'm wearing, or depending on the weather, you know, depending on what I want to work on that game, whether it's my touch, whether I want to, you know, feel a little bit quicker or whatever, I'll switch my boots up. But I'm going to talk about some of my favourites. Some of these you will have seen before, some of them I haven't spoken about. So I'm going to go through a few pairs now of boots I think personally are a great fit for anyone like me with wide feet. So here we go, first pair. So first pair I'm going to talk about are these Nike Phantom Venom Elites. One of the best Nike boots in the past 5-6 years or whatever. Unreal. You might have seen on Instagram I often wear the kind of slime green colourway. These, the launch red. Got 2 pairs going up in this drop in a UK 10 and UK 11. I highly recommend grabbing a pair of these. They are rocketing up in price. These are becoming the new CTR, Hyper Venom, stuff like that. They're becoming just as sought after because they are amazing. Great for a wide foot, especially across this midpoint, which is where I have most of the issues with my feet. They've got these amazing control panels on the instep that help out, as well as kind of texture on the toe box around here. The shimmer in the tick is always such a cool effect, I think. Adds a little bit of class to them. Great dynamic sole plate. I've not tried a pair in AG, I always just wear FG in these. They've got the kind of little elasticated sock portion here. It makes them fit like an absolute glove. Really locked in, really good. Yeah, amazing. If you enjoyed boots in the past that are good for white feet, such as Total 90s, like I said, CTRs, Hypervenoms, anything like that, these are basically just a newer version. They're getting harder and harder to find, especially for a good price. But yeah, I would definitely recommend, wear these a lot. A 10 out of 10 boot for me. Let's switch up to the next pair. Now you've seen me talk about these, hopefully if you watched the video. I did a full review on these, the Nike Tiempo Legend 6, in my opinion, maybe the best boot I've ever played in. Definitely one of the best Tiempos ever made. Amazing for a wide foot again. Nice nice amount of give in the mid foot, forefoot section. Brilliant leather upper. I think it's Allegria leather, I think that's how it's pronounced. And it's got this kind of inbuilt wire frame, helps keep the shape, gives you a little bit of extra texture, touch. Also looks super nice, fit like a glove, absolute slippers. I play in these all the time. This is a pair that I've got dead stock waiting to start wearing soon when mine give up. I'm going to get as much life out of them as I can. One thing I wanted to mention, as opposed to the Phantom Venoms, these are a leather boot. In general, if you have wide feet, leather is going to give you a bit more give. Over time, the leather will stretch a bit, mould to your foot more. So in general, if you've got wide feet, I keep saying wide feet, then leather boot is always a good option, just because you can stretch it out a little bit easier than a synthetic boot. But again, another 10 out of 10 pair, getting harder and harder to find. I don't have any of these, actually no, in the new drop I have a UK 8 SG Pro player issue pair going up for sale, but I wear these all the time. One of the best boots ever for wide feet for me. In general, you can never really go wrong with Tiempos. I've heard really good things about the Legend 9 that have come out recently. I've not tried a pair yet. I would love to, just don't want to pay full price for them. But if you're ever struggling for boots for a wide foot, Tiempos usually a good go-to. Top tier, mid tier, any of them, they're all pretty good, especially for the money. So switch it up. I'll show you a pair now which are outrageously good no matter what your feet are. If you can get hold of a pair in your size, if you've got wide feet, these are great as well. The GOAT, the daddy. Unfortunately, I don't have a brand new pair right now to show you. I just sold a pair recently. The Nike CTR Maestri 3. In general, Nike CTRs are great for wide feet. Kind of, they were the successor to the Total 90 line. So again, more of a control boot. Obviously, got the control elements all the way down the instep. Lovely leather upper. Great sole plate. Not a very, you know, fussy technical boot, but they are great. Great choice of materials. Again, key point for me, this midfoot is great with the leather. You get that extra bit of give as well. Getting so hard to find, especially for a decent price. Used pairs, I will say the CTRs, one of the only downfalls is they may be the longevity on them now. If you want to wear them all the time, especially if you're playing on Astro or something, probably not going to be great. These have started to go on the toe a little bit. Don't know if that'll focus. They've started to go around the toe box a little bit. So I'm only wearing these sparingly, trying to keep them alive for as long as I can until I find some more pairs of them to wear. But if you ever get a chance to rock any Nike CTRs, again, mid-tier pairs, and these are brilliant as well. Don't have to be the top tier ones. The Trecartistas or even the Librettos, anything, just a really nice silhouette, really nice shape if you have wide feet like me. Right, on to the next one. This is a pair, again, retro, quite hard to find, but I love them, wear them a lot. Nike Magista Obra 1. Also shout out the Obra 2, another great one, and the Opuses. Super wide, great fit. Got the ankle collar, which I have super wide ankles as well, so the ankle collar for me is not ideal, but the upper is amazing. Obviously they have a different upper to the Opus, but depending what you like, try them both out. Again, super hard to find. As you can see, these are dying. I wear these a lot. They stink as well. They've been damp in the boot bag, that's my fault. But yeah, huge fan of these. In general, you'll see a pattern here. I mainly wear Nike boots. Obviously, other brands are available. There are some really good Pumas right now for wide feet. I've had a lot of New Balance Fiorons in recently. They've been popular for people with wide feet. Some people can squeeze into Adidas. I tend to find most modern Adidas pairs too narrow, but I do often wear the 11 Pro 3s. But again, they're a tiny bit narrow, so I'm not including them in this video, because in general, I think for people with wide feet, they're probably not the best shout. But a lot of these classic Nike control boots are where it's at. Obviously, you know, I've not tried every single boot, but I'm just telling you about the ones that I've tried. One of the things I love about these is the upper is incredible. I feel like it definitely helps my god-awful first touch sometimes. I do feel like the sole plate is brilliant, but sometimes a little bit thin, a little bit flimsy, but I'm a heavy guy. But again, this is just generalisation. A lot of guys out there who have bigger, wider feet, probably bigger guys, might be a bit heavier. Maybe can't get away with rocking pink and white boots with a sock on them. You know, maybe you want more of a Tiempo. But yeah, they're one of my top pairs for wide feet. I'll have a quick check now, see if I've got any more in the cupboard that I can think of to pull out to show you. The last pair, I would be remiss not to talk about these. I've been wearing them quite a lot recently. You might have seen them on my Instagram. I've reviewed them on the story. Nike Vapor 14s, the AG sole plate. I got these more to try out the sole plate than for them being a good boot for a wide fit. But you might think speed boots in general are quite narrow, but these, don't know if you can really see, they're fairly wide. They are a synthetic upper with like all these layers, but I found them a good fit, good amount of stretch to them. I'm definitely not a speed boot player usually, but if you are and you have wider feet, these are worth trying out. Sole plate is great. It's got this kind of reflexive, the spine down it, which gives you a lot of spring in your step. The upper for me is a tiny bit slippy, especially if you're playing when it's wet. But again, they have this kind of woven in around the top of the foot, this little sock, this kind of woven collar, which gives you great lockdown, which is one of the most important things. I think when you have wide feet, a lot of the time you might compromise by having it wider here and then having a bit of extra space in the toe or something, but these fit really well, feel super locked in, super tight around your foot, but without kind of cutting off your circulation. That wouldn't be ideal. So yeah, Vapor 14s, if you want a modern boot that's on the market now, you can pick these up pretty cheap, lots of places. I got these from my boy Yasin, the soccer supplier. Not the soccer supplier. Got these from my boy Yasin, the soccer source, on Instagram. Did a great deal on them. He's always got more modern Nike stuff. If you want a modern pair, he's always got tons of stuff. So that's everything that I'm kind of rotating, rocking right now for my super wide feet. I'd show you them, but that's for the OnlyFans. Yeah, if there's any boots you can recommend, get them in the comments. If there's any boots you want to ask me about, the fit of. I've tried a lot of stuff on. Sometimes I buy boots, try them on. I know they're not going to fit, send them back or sell them on or whatever. So if you've got a question you want to ask, please get in. As always, I'm Marcus, Proper Retro Boots. Trying to give you some useful information. If you like any of these boots that you've seen in the video, get on our website, www.properretroboots.com. Loads of them going up for sale. We've got tons of stuff for sale up there. In general, if you ever have a question about a boot that we have in stock in terms of the fit, drop me a message, it'll be me replying. I'll try and give you some helpful information from one wide foot guy to another, or even if you have narrow feet and you watch this just to laugh at the boots that we wear, you're not laughing either, because they're sick. Right, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. P.S. Please subscribe, become a season ticket holder. That'd be really nice. Thanks.